we're recording. Okay, today is uh Thursday, November the 6th. This is class 21 for the fall semester, and we are working presently on the winter project. So that is what we're working on right now. So we're going to continue working on this right now, everybody. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take over your screens, okay? And that's just what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go out to here because I need you to see this right here. You guys are doing awesome. It's looking good. And yeah, looking really good. And by the way, let me just kind of ask you a quick question here. Um, do you feel like you're learning something through this whole process? Just sort of makes sense as far as how buildings put together. And okay, because the thing that I'm trying to get to right now is again, part of what I try to do is I always try as a teacher, my biggest goal is to give you something that will actually make you marketable, make you employable, and actually teach you some of the actual software that's actually out there in the industry. And this is. So if you wind up getting into this at all, you're going to be running into Revit. I just guarantee you will. So if you know this, you can speak the language, you'll be able to say, hey, I've got some Revit experience. And not only that, you put them down as a reference, or I'll give you a letter of reference to help get you a job. And I do this, and I've helped a lot of people get employed. So if that's something you like to do, but this will actually, this is a ticket. This is a key because employers are looking for this right now. My son, he's actually looking for a job doing this right now too. And so he's kind of going around shopping his skills and he's trying to figure that out. My son in England right now, ironically, he knows Revit like the back of his hand. He was actually working at RIT. My son was actually doing a big job at RIT. And so what happened is he actually was now in England. So he did some stuff for a while remotely, but then so now he's not. So anyway, in England, they actually wind up using mostly not Revit, but AutoCAD. So he's kind of taking a step backwards, so that's what he's doing right now. However, what you will be finding is as you're working with this, you're going to find that this is a real thing and it's something that is in the construction industry. So anyway, that's what I'm trying to do here. So as you're going through here, I want to make sure that the things, I don't just want you to kind of like just get, fortunate and follow the bus. Like I want you to kind of understand the process of where we're going with this. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take over your screens as I'll be as brief as I can, but I want to explain a few concepts. Okay. So just hang on a second here. I'm just going to lower the lights, going to take over your screens and show you a few things. And then we can move on here. So boom, taking over. Can you guys see my screen now? Okay, so this right here is the final 3D model. Now, one of the things that we've worked with so far, as we've done this so far, this is where we left off last week. Okay, we did this. Now, taking a look at this, we have now got a number of things. We covered I showed you how to do the basement walls last week, so you should have those all in place. Okay, but now you're going to notice that underneath here, I put in my walls, my interior walls. But one thing I don't have is actually this information right here, which is this. Now, what is that? That right there, if you take a look at it, is the wall foundation bearing footing right there. And what that is that is actually what would go underneath when it's excavated, as I showed you in the pictures that I showed you. You always have to have something down in the bottom here. Okay, so that is that is the excavation footing. Now, to get this, you go to structure, and then you go here to wall. Okay, so this is the only time we're going to go to the structure tab. So I'm going to go here. And let me turn this on real quickly so you guys can see a little better. Yeah, I'll use this right here. Okay, so you got this. Okay, so what you have here, this is wall right here. So if you click on this, there it is, your wall foundation bearing footing 36 by 12 inch. Okay, now this is what you do. That's what you'd use here. So let me get out of this one because I need to do it over here. So I'm over here. So I go to structure. I go to wall. Now watch this right here. When I touch this, it knows what it is and it applies. Applies that, applies that, applies it here, and applies it there. So what that does is it applies the footing. Now that's what the footing looks like right there, okay? So that is what your footing looks like around the exterior walls. That is pretty much what you want to do. Then after that, what you would do is you go over here to your basement. And in the basement, I need to put the floor in now. So the basement would just back to architecture tab. I'd go to floor. And when I go to floor, what I would do is I would go ahead and change the floor to generic 12 inch. And then at that point, what I could do is I could use my wall lines here. So I can just click on the interior of the wall lines here. And as I do that, it's going to give me this information. I hit the green check mark. And now I have that in place. So if I go ahead and take a look at this again in 3D, I now have this. So that's there. And that actually needs to be brought up a little bit. Yeah, there's a problem in this where this got saved with -1 foot. It should be 0, and we're good to go there. Okay, so we have that. And you're going to see a little bit of a seam here. That's okay. Um, and that is how that looks. So that is what you want to do for the basement. Now, the basement plan, the rest of it has these right in here. And then the other thing I didn't do yet is I didn't bring my stairs down into the basement. So let me review again how we do that. So over here, I'm going to go back to my 3D view here. And what I want to do is I've already got my stairs going from the first floor to the second floor, they're right there, but I need to actually have them go from the basement all the way up. So I'm going to go to level 1 right here, and level 1 is right here. And then remember, if you're going to put in your stairs, you always have to use a section. You have to use a section. Now, at this point, I have a section that's actually right here. So what I'm going to do, I've already put it in here. You know how to do that. We've talked about this. This is your section tool. If you don't know, you go to F1. That's your help. It'll tell you how to do it. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to unhide this, unhide and view. And then I'm going to try that again. Unhide and view this category. And so now I'm going to see this. I go over to here and I'm going to double click on this. And this is what it looks like. Now here's my stairs. Okay. Now the stairs, I want them to go down into the basement. So I click on this and remember what we talked about before. I go to select levels here. And the level that I want to go down to is the basement. So I click there and then I hit the green check mark. I want to hit the green check mark, that it goes in place just like that. So now I've got the stairs going from the basement up to the first floor and from the first floor to the second floor. And they're all connected. They kind of see each other as one. So that is what we've got in place right there. And we are good to go. Now, to see this in a little different way, you could go ahead and do your live section, but that's pretty much what we want it to be right here. And this one also, yeah, and if you want to see this a little bit better, you can change this right here to wireframe. And if you go to wireframe, you can actually see how the stairs are right here, how they're situated, just to verify they're going in from level to level, and they are. So that is what we have in place right there. Okay, changing that here from there, I'm going to go back to hidden line. And now what I want to do, now that I have that, the next thing I need to do is I'm going to go back to up here to level 2. I want to go to level 2 because that's where that is where my shaft needs to go. So I'm right here, and here's my stairs. And so what I need to do is I need to put in a shaft. The shaft will go from here down to the first floor of the basement. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to create a shaft. So to do this, I go right here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start it on the basement. I'm going to start at the basement and go up. So I'm going to go to the basement, and I'm going to run this shaft all the way up to the second floor. So I'll go to shaft. Shaft is located right here. So go to shaft opening, and then what you can do is say right here, it says -1 foot, which I don't need because, right now I just want it to sit right on top. So I'm going to make that 0, and this is going up to level 2. Right now, once I have that, I have to create the actual opening. So I'll go to rectangle. So I go to rectangle. I'm going to just go ahead and make the opening starting from right here, and I'm going to bring it down right to around roughly this position. I'll go right to here. That's good. And then I'll hit the green check mark, and it gives me that. Now, let's see what that looks like. If I go over here to my level 2, then at this point, is that the right level 2, or is that yeah, that should be the right level 2. So we're looking good there. And let me go ahead and bring my, I've got my floor hidden. So let me unhide my floor. So unhide and view that category. And then at this point, I'm going to take a look at it. And now you can see right here, there's your shaft. The shaft is right there. You can see it coming through the floor. Now I can go to level 1. And I'll look at the same thing over here, and I'll go ahead and do the same thing. I'll go ahead and turn on my floor. Again, this is a lot of visibility stuff that we've learned about before, but we're just getting good at it. And I'm going to go here, and then if I click on this right here, there is my shaft going up right there. It's coming up from the basement, then going up, so we're good to go there. Okay, so that is what we have. Now, to see this in all its glory, I'm going to go to my 3D view here. And what I'm going to do is just to verify this is what I want it to be. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in a section box. So the section box, I go to here, I click on this, and then I'm going to take this and pull it in a little bit so I can see those stairwells. Okay, now I've got this one here, and I'm going to push this back just a little bit further so I can go past there. And you take a look at there, and there they are. Pull it out just a little bit so I see half. There we go. So there they are. I've actually got my holes in the floor, and I actually have this, and they go right up through there. So you want to check it and verify that it is in proper place just like that. And if I were to pull this out a little bit further, I'd be able to see that, yes, I've got this. I got to keep that like that though. So we go like that, and that is what that looks like. Okay, so that is how the stairs go in. That is how the actual footings go in for the basement, and that is how you'd make a shaft. So those are all things that you're going to want to be aware of as you're going forward. I'm going to turn off my section box. Any questions just yet? This is all review right now. Now, the other thing I want to show you, and this is where it gets a little bit dicey here, is right now we've talked about ceilings. Now, I don't think I have my ceilings just yet. Let me put a little bit of detail on here. No, I don't think I have my ceilings. So let me go ahead and pull up my final version because this one's kind of interesting. I want you to see how this works. I'm going to go to the I'm going to go ahead and going to go to one of the sections here, and I want you to see that. So I'm going to go to section one. Okay, and I've got this here. Now, taking a look at this right here, you've got this. Now, this right here is right there. That's my ceiling. Now, notice what the ceiling is. The ceiling is over here. It tells me it's compound ceiling, GWB. GWB stands for gypsum wallboard. Okay, again, and if I take a look at what it is, it's 5/8 of an inch thick. So it's just a standard sheet of drywall, and it's sitting right up there. Now, going over to here, what I want this to do is I want this to actually touch the bottom of this. Easiest way to do it is use the align command. Align command is right here. Now watch the little video. The video shows you how to align items, and this can be from a plan view or it can be from an elevation view. So you can go ahead and align things just like that. So I'm going to use align. I want to align to the bottom of this, and I want to align this. When I do that, boom, you see that? It just jumped up, and now that thing's right there. And if I click on this, it tells me that the actual offset is 8 feet and 5/8 of an inch. That's the proper distance, 8 feet 5/8. That's what's going to attach to the bottom joist there. Now I'm going to do the same thing here. I got another one here. Now this one already is. This one I think is also 8 feet. Yeah, it's also 8 feet 5/8. So that's what those are going to be. And then the top ceiling right here, I didn't put did I put one in there yet? Yeah, I did. And this one needs to be 8 feet 5 1/8 as well. So I'll go ahead and do the same thing. I'll make that 8 feet 0 and 5/8, just like that. And I go ahead and do that. And that is now properly in place just like that. And that would actually go underneath the trusses right here and so forth, right? That they don't show up in this view, but that's what they would do. So that is how we would put those in. So that's how the ceilings go in. So again, the ceilings go in when you're putting in your ceilings will go in on your ceiling level. So let me just go ahead and show you how that works on I'm going to go to my ceiling view here. So I've got that done. So I got my ceiling plans here, level 1 ceiling plans, and this looks like this. Now this right here, that's a floor, and I'm not worried about that. But what I want to do is I want to put in a ceiling. So I'll go to ceiling here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sketch a ceiling using the inside of my walls here, like that. So I do that, and this needs to be 8 feet space 0 and 5/8 inches. Okay, that is the proper dimension. So 8 feet and 5/8. Hit my green check mark, and then that shows up right there. So then if I take a look over here at my 3D view and see, I'll go ahead and put this back just to show that that did show up. And I'll put my section box on. So I go to the section box. We should now see the ceiling in place as we discussed. So I click on this and I'm going to push this back. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and go to this view front. Okay, and let's see here. Where is that? Okay, am I seeing that? No. Let's see here. Where is it? All right. Okay, so that's okay. I did that for level 2. So that's 8 foot 5/8. Okay, so that's good. And it looks like I actually that needs to go on level 1. I had to go to the wrong one. So we'll apply. So that's where it's supposed to be. Okay, now if I go to my front view right here, That's my ceiling right there, and you can see it's right on the face of this. All right, so it's right there, and that's how you'd want to do that. So that fits right up on there. Then you can either use 8 feet and 5/8 of an inch, or you can use your line tool. Both of them will have the same result. All right, so that's what that should look like when you're done with it. So that's how your first floor and your second floor, as well as your basement, should all have the ceiling in place. And then your the actual height of your the actual height, I want to get into this too, because this is an important concept. The actual height of the um, let's see here. Okay, the actual height of the walls. Let's go to this one here. Actual height of the walls. Should this one right here, this is actually this is how this works, and this should actually go up to yeah, so this one goes up to level 1, which is that's not really what I want. No, it's not, because actually, let me go up to this one, try this. Yeah, the constraint. Yeah. So the top constraint, this is unconnected, and the unconnected height is 8 feet 11 and a quarter right there. And this one over here is also up to level 1. I don't think that's right. So one thing you have to do as you're working with this is make sure that your walls are not projecting through the floor. That's something that can be a little bit strange, but I'll just show you what I mean by that. If I go to here, and if I take a look at this, one of the things you'll see is when we do this, you may see that your walls actually project through. It looks like we're okay here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any walls poking through. Okay, so I guess we're okay. So the heights of these walls right here, they just have to be down below the first floor. So I've got, so roughly 9 feet should be okay. Unconnected 9 feet should be okay. And that'll actually bring it up to the stud underneath. So that is how those would work. So those are all things that you'd want to put together as you're putting this together. Now, the other thing that we have here, you guys already know how to do it, is the roof. Okay. So over here, if I go to this view right here, and if you want to put the roof on, this is what you do for the roof. We've talked about this before, but I would go ahead and this would be level 3. So level 3, when you're going to put the roof on, you'd go to roof, and the question came up a few times. What do I want to do as far as the actual slope of the roof? And the slope of the roof, I'm going to go to define slope here, and it's actually going to be 412. Okay, so I'm going to start by touching this right here and touching this right here. So those are both going to have slopes right there. And then the other sides will not. So I'll go to this. This does not define a slope, and this does not define a slope. And that is what we have there. The actual roof is going to be 412 like that. So it's a 412 roof pitch. I have to, and I'll say, yeah, I'll go ahead and attach. So when I do that and I take a look at it in 3D, that gives you this kind of a view there. And okay, and then to attach it, you would click on the wall, go to attach top or base, and click here, and that brings it right up there. And then I do the same thing here. And you go ahead and when you select the wall, this shows up, attach top or base, and you click that and it does that. And I think, and then this wall, see this little notch right here? That needs to go up there too. So I got to make sure I select that, do the same thing and make that attach. And then I do it right here as well. So that is just a little detail thing you want to make sure of so that your roof is consistent all the way around. So that is how you do that. It's the same, you do the same thing over here on this roof right here. Now this one is going to be a little bit fussier because that's going to be level 2. And level 2, I want to see the garage. Let's see here. Let's go to level 1 garage. Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and just use this view. And it's going to ask me to put it in the right position, so I'll do that. So go to roof again, and I'll do the same thing I did before using define slope. And I'm going to touch this right here, and I'm going to touch this here. And then I'm going to uncheck define slope like this. And now for this one, what I have to do is this one, I'm going to just draw a line. I'm going to draw a line right from this outside here over to there. That's what you need for that. Hit your green check mark. Okay, continue. Where do I have an intersection? Okay, let's find out. Oh, right there. Yep, see that? So you got to zoom in and make sure you don't have these overlap conditions, and then go to green check mark. All right, now at that point, this may be on the ground. We'll find out, and it is. So just go ahead and take it, and you adjust to the proper level, level two, and there you go. And this has to be 412 as well. So we'll go here and make that 412. And then I'm going to go ahead and take all these walls and I'm going to attach them to the top, just like that, and we're good to go. And that is how we get that going. Let's see here. I think that's, yeah, that's pretty much that right there. And then the other thing, this was one of the big things that as I work with, I like to make sure I get this in place, is over here, you're going to notice that I have this other thing here, and that is the porch. Okay, there actually is a porch here. Now, this porch I've actually created for you because it's a pain to make. So this porch can actually go in. Let's see here. The porch actually is on level one. So I'll go to level one and I'll place it. And the porch looks like this. It's a generic model, and I'm going to go ahead and center it. And so I'm going to go to my level one here, and I'll show you how to get that because this is part of the whole thing here. So over here, what I need to do is I have down here at the very bottom here, I have some models. See this model front porch right there? That's what you want. So go to front porch and I'm going to drag it over here. And now it's attached. And now what I'm going to do is I think that is where it's going to have to go right around there. So I'm going to drop it here because it goes, these are actually the columns for, so I'm going to stop it there. And wrong one. That's the wrong place. I went into the wrong one. So let me go into the correct one, which is actually the other one, which is level one. We'll go to the other one here. This is the one I just got done with, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, no, this is the one. Okay. And now what I want to do is go to level one here, and this is where I want to bring that in. So I go to here and I've got it saved here as well. So over here is your front porch. I'm going to bring it into here. I'm going to drop this right around there. And then I'm going to take a look at it and see how I'm doing here because I can't see it all. So I'm going to go to this and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give myself an underlay here. I'll give myself the first floor, and there it is right there. So there is my porch. That's it right there. And that's centered, boy, pretty darn good, actually. So I think we're just about in place. So I'm going to take a look at it from the side and see how I'm doing there. So I'm going to take a look at one of my elevations. So the elevation I'm going to take a look at is going to be east, just to see how it looks. So I'll go to east, and how we do, that looks pretty good. I'm going to go to west, make sure everything's looking okay. That looks good too. I'll go to north, actually south. South, okay, so south looks good. Needs to go over just a hair. You can see it's not quite centered. So I'm just gonna use my arrow keys. And that's just about perfect right there. So it was almost perfect to start. I just had to nudge it over a little bit. So then when I take a look at it in 3D, you're going to have that in place. Okay, so that's a huge part of what we're doing right here. So we've got all that. The other thing I was going to mention here is if we go back to the south view right here, the south elevation here. Now I have some other items here. And one of them is shutters. So on the first floor, I've got this 24 by 72 inch shutter, and this comes in, and you can use whatever tools to align these that you want to. If you have the brick on, it might be kind of hard, but I'm just going to go ahead and drop those there. I'll reposition them later. Then I have these as well, and these go up here. I'm going to drop these there, and this goes over here. Well, need one here too. And then I'm going to just adjust them later. But for right now, I'm just dropping them just to get them in place. Now, at this point, most of your elements are here. There's one more other item I want to show you, and that is your lights. There's actually lights here. There's lighting fixtures, and I'm going to grab these. I got this wall lamp, this bracket, and I'm going to go ahead and take this, and I'll drop one here. And then one goes here, and one goes here. And then I actually have a couple over the porch as well. So one goes here, and one goes here. And then if I were to go to the other elevation, which is the north elevation, I would do the same thing. So the north elevation has these over here, and I want to place these here. And I think I've got, I think what I did for you guys is I had those showing up on all the way around as well. And I'm almost done. You guys can start working. I know you're eager. Yeah, okay, so I've got those two there, and I've got just one. Okay, so I've got one that's right here. So I'm going to go over here to my lighting fixture here, and this one's going to go here. And this one goes right up there like this. And then I got one over here and one over here like this. Okay, now those are some of the details right here. Up here, you can put shutters on the back if you want to, not required. There's also a garage. There's a window that goes up here and a window that goes on the garage door, so make sure you include those. But that's where I wanted to get us tonight. The remainder is going to be doing the wall section. We talked about how to do a wall section before. So in this one, what I would do is to make a wall section, I would go to level one. And with level one, I would go ahead and with this, I'm going to go ahead and double click there. And that gives me this section, which is not really the one I want. So the completed version, which is this one here, I'm going to show you how that looks, just so you guys work on this one. So on level one, when you're ready for it to make the section, you're going to go here to level one. And the section marker, I'll just go ahead and show you where it is. It looks like this right here. And so I've got this, is that the right? No, this is the one you want. I'm sorry. This one right here. So you want to put a section marker. This is a wall section. Notice that up here, it says it's a wall section right up here. It's a wall section. So this one, you'll notice it's taking a look at a smaller portion. So what I want to do with that is I want to make this visible. So I'll click on this and unhide it and view the category. And then I'm going to go to here and I see this. And now if I double click on the head of this, that's what you want to see. Now, once you see this section, all of these details are what you're going to put in. You guys have done this before. And once you've done all that, all this just comes, right off the sheet. You use that right there. Then at that point, the very last thing is all these go onto the sheets, okay? And so your cover sheet looks like this. This is actually something you're going to make a new rendering and put that on there. You got the first floor, which is here. And now you'll notice that everything here is a little bit jumbled. And the reason why is I turned some information off. So if I go to my level one, just to get it ready for it, you always want to make sure you go to here, because whatever it looks like here is what it looks like. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to crop it. See this right here? I've got this crop region. I can just change that. So I crop it. And then I'm going to hide these again. And then once I have that in place, then I can actually hide my crop region too. So it looks like this. And then when I go to my sheet, it looks like that. And that is what you want. So you want to include the same dimensions that I have in my final. And that is the same thing you're going to be doing. You guys are pretty good with this. I don't think this will present too much trouble. But then you've got your garage plan, same kind of a thing. The second floor and same thing, basement. This is the master, so I'm just going through these right now. And this is what you go ahead and put together here. So that is where we're going. And the final instruction sheet is actually on Brightspace, just to show you where that's at real quickly. And we will take a look at that just to make sure we're all on the same page. So the requirements are to go ahead and use the construction documents to create this. And we'll go here. And going to go out to here. And this is the Winthrop project. And we'll go here. And the Winthrop project looks like this. And let's see here. I think I have the construction documents. Okay, you know what? I don't think I have a description. No, I don't. What I do have here, yeah, you're not going to put this in. You're not going to submit it tonight. We're going to wait till next week because I got some other things I got to make sure we're all done with. So I'll tell you what, that's what we have right there. You have one more class. We're going to have next Thursday to work on this. So let's work on this right now. Take it as far forward as you can tonight. I don't think anyone's going to quite finish. You're going to come close. And then next week we'll do the final touches because I want to do one more thing. If you recall, one of the things I did is I'd mentioned to you that we're going to go ahead and I'm going to have the print shop actually take your sheets and I'm going to have them printed up at 24 by 36, which means you're going to be able to walk out of here with a roll of plans. It'll look pretty good. And you'll be able to say, I generated these in Revit, so I know how to do this much. That is your calling card. Okay, so that's what I'm going to have them do for you. So anyway, so your first thing is what we're going to do is you're going to basically submit this project according to what the construction documents are showing you. If you have any questions about things that maybe are not on there, there's a couple details that I might not have got in there, or pretty much everything's got in there. You're going to go ahead and submit that. And the other thing you're going to do is you're going to put together your set of construction documents, and that is what I'm going to print. All right, it's going to be PDF. All right, and that's enough. Any questions before I give you Leave, okay. The height of the basement walls? The height of the basement walls, what you're gonna do with those is take the basement walls and they are, let me show you what they are. They actually should actually, when you create them, I believe I created them, just going right up into the, let me go to this real quickly. So I got this right here. Let me go to the basement plan here. Okay, and these right here, the walls right here, they actually go right up to level one, okay? So your top constraint is up to level one. So they just run right up to the bottom of level one, okay? You're good to go there. So when you're done, it's going to be a smooth face between the two items. Let me go ahead and turn this off. Um, do this. And so you see how it's smooth all the way up? That's what you want to do. So this is going to stop right there. This one starts and the second floor stops here. It goes right up like that. Okay. All right. Have at it, guys. I'm going to give you your machines back. Thank you for your patience. And go. Anyone want the lights on? You guys good? You guys good? What's that? You all good? All right. Very good. And I'm going to work along with you guys. Bless you. So again, the driving thing and what you're going to be graded on is your adherence to how closely you got this to the construction documents I gave you. That's the big thing. So just take your time with it. Make sure the detail's all in there. There's a lot going on. You want to make it match that as best as you can, and you guys seem very capable to do that. Hmm. Oh, okay. Hmm. Yeah. Interesting.
Like, do any other windows besides the front ones that have shutters?
That's it. You could put them on if you'd like to. I just didn't. In the house I built, I couldn't afford them. So if you want to put them on, you can. It's your call. Hmm. All right, man. See you next time. Have a good night. Hey, when you guys are ready, again, we're going to be meeting next Thursday, but I'm not expecting anyone to get this done tonight. The things I showed you are what I'm looking for you guys to get completed tonight. When you feel good about that, just go ahead and take off. But the next thing, but we're gonna have to work on next time. We're gonna have to work on making sure our sheets are all together, getting them ready for printing and all that kind of thing. So take it as far as as far as getting the basement in, the structural wall, the structural footings and so forth. You want to get those in place. You want to get your shutters on and so forth. Just start to kind of tune it up now. Get your ceilings in, make sure those are in. Do a few camera shots and make sure it's looking good. And then we'll continue on. Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. Have a good night, you guys. We'll see you. Hmm.
Hey, Professor, the font is 1/8 for the witness lines, right? Or is it 332?
For the dimensions? Yeah. Okay. You mean for the section?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me show you what those are. The section. Yeah. Here we go. Let me bring that up. And yeah, I think they got to be the smaller version. Yeah, it's actually right here. Okay. So these right here, they are actually 332nd Arial.
Okay.
See that? Okay.
Is there any way to default the font, or do you just have to change it each time?
Well, yeah, you can. When you put in, here's what you do is when you put in one of these, if I were to put one in, so when you go here and you go to the annotate, when you go to here right now, you just go ahead, you change it right now to make 332nd, and then you're good to go. So when you go to here, if I were to go ahead and place it right here, put in this and put it over here. I've got that right there. Okay. So let me put in a note. And I'll just go ahead and say note. Caps. All right. And so once I've done that, if I go to put in another one, it's still 3/32. See that?
Yeah.
All right. So it will be stubborn. It'll stay there once you've adjusted it. However, if you started with a different one, then it's going to keep on doing that until you change it. All right.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Good question. All right. See you guys.
Yeah, have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Thanks. Hmm.
See you later.
Have a good night. See you now.
Sir,
Yep.
can you refresh my memory about the landing?
In
I know
the
you talked about, I
in the garage.
know for the stairs inside.
Oh, okay. What you do with that is this is how okay. The well, let me open up something else here. There we go. No, it's okay. Okay, so here we go, stair practice. Okay. So if I'm here in stair practice, just to show you how this works, what you want to do is if I have this here, and I'm going to start on the first floor here, okay, level one, you go ahead and I'm going to hide this. So this is how you would do it. First of all, your stairs are already set up to do what they're supposed to do. So I'm going to go here to stair, and this is all set up. Now yours are set up to go left, right, left, they're left justified. So this is how you'd make it. You'd go here and pick a point roughly right around here, click your point, and you start to go in this direction. So you go up, so you see two risers, okay? And then you're gonna go over here and you're gonna touch the wall right here because it has to come right there. Then you go straight up like this, just like that. And when you do that, you hit the green check mark and it's gonna go right in place, okay? And then you can adjust it as you need to. Like, so if you decide that, well, it's not quite how you want it, you can go to edit stairs and you can go ahead and click on this and use your arrow keys to kind of move it over like this. See that? So yeah, so go and give it a shot. I think, but that's really it. It's really quite straightforward. But the biggest key, again, is what you're looking to do is you're looking to go here, you go and stair. It's left justified already. So you just pick a point roughly here, go over two risers, click, and then you want to just line it up right like this and click again and go right like that. All right.
I think I got it.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
All right, sure. Hmm.
I'm at level number 2 and I'm trying to put the ceiling, but it's not letting me.
Okay, let me take a look. Okay. All right. And okay, you're not on the ceiling level. You're on the floor plan. That's why.
Um,
So you see it says level 2. So you want to go to ceiling level 2? Yeah, level 2 ceiling, go there.
okay.
Okay, now try it again and just let me watch you. So because it may, so go to ceiling,
Oh,
right?
yeah, sorry.
And okay, then change, yeah, okay. Now the height offset from level, go ahead and type in 8 feet space 0.5. Okay, then 5/8. Yep. Okay, good. Now go now use it. Okay, it says go to sketch ceiling now at the top right, and you're going to click on the inside of the wall. Go to, I'm sorry, go to hit your escape key. Go to your pick walls. Pick walls is at the bottom of your tools at the top. It looks like walls with a little arrow on it at the top, on the top of your screen.
On top of my screen.
Yeah, let me show you what we're talking about right now. Let me take over control quickly here. It's right here.
Okay.
Okay, then you go the inside walls here. Let's see how we go here. And then once we have those, we are right now on level 2. Yeah, that should be good. And we'll hit the green check mark. And there you have it. Okay. So then, so we got that now. And then you want to just verify that it's there. Like if I were to go here and take a look, let's see if it indeed is there. I'll take a look and see if there's a ceiling here. And I think that there is. Looks promising. Although I don't know. Okay, we're on the ceiling plan. That's why. Okay, so I'll go to level 2. And let's go ahead. We'll put in a new camera here. So I'll go to camera. And I'll go here, and I want to just go ahead and see what this looks like. And there we have it. And there should be, don't have a, okay, looks like we don't have,
Where's that?
the floor, okay, floor needs to be at 0. That's all that is. And there's that. And then let's see if we've got a ceiling in place. Okay, yeah, you do.
Okay, and then I do the same thing for level number 1, right?
Yeah, same exact thing. So 8 feet, 8 feet, no inches and 5/8, 8 feet and 5/8 is what you want. Okay,
Okay.
that's it. Yeah, looks good. Let me give you your control, your machine back. All right, there you go. Yep.
My roof, I'm sorry if you said something about that. My roof does not want to go on my ground. I feel like I remember there's something.
Let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look what you got. All right, so we're here. Okay, so we're right now, you're level 1. Okay, let's go ahead and go to your roof. Okay, and first of all, go over to the left and you want to make sure, okay, defined slope is good. Okay, so go ahead and touch the top wall of the garage. And okay, you want it to go the other way. You don't want to go inside. Yeah, click there and then go to the front of the garage and touch the wall there. Good. Now go over to the top left where it says define slope and uncheck it. Now get the left. Go ahead and grab the left. Okay, now you want to go to your tools. Okay, the tools are over okay, over to the right where you see the red X. Look, go a little further, and there's the line tool over there. Keep going there. You click on line. Now you want to draw a line from that top purple line straight down. So click right there and just go straight down and connect it to the other one. Okay, click there. Hit your green check mark. Okay, now what you want to do is take a look at it in 3D and let's see what we have. It might be on the first floor. That's fine. So go ahead and change it. See where it says over the property, it says it's on level 1. Change it to level 2. So hit the arrow on the, yeah, choose level 2. Perfect. It pops up. And then click on that again. Click on the roof. And then go ahead to your roof pitch, your roof slope. It says 9 by 12. You want to make it 4 by 12. So just get rid of the 9 and put in a 4. Okay, yeah, you didn't put anything in, so it disappeared. So you have to select it and change the number 4, change the number 9 to 4. Just get rid of the 9 and type in 4, yep, and hit apply. Good. Repeat with the other roof. Perfect. And then you want to, looks like that roof there. Click on that roof. Looks like it's, all right, you got an issue going on with your there, right there. Okay. Looks like you've got, all right. Looks like you got some, yeah, not really sure why that's happening. Let me see something here. Let me take over a second here. Let me take a look at mine real quickly. I want to make sure we've got this here. So we got the 412. Yeah, we do. And level 3. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, we're good to go there. Walls should be up to level 3. Okay, so let's go back to yours. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Now, why? Okay, so let me just kind of do a little quick thing. Let me take over for a second here. I'm going to go here, full control. All right, I've got this. And what I want to do is I want to attach top base. Now, what is this right here? Not sure what that is. Okay, that's a floor. Okay, don't need that there. All right, and then that's good. And then over here, a little trick here. If I hit the tab key, I can go ahead and attach these to the roof like that. And that's good. This needs to come down because you see it's kind of floating.
Yeah.
So that's -1 foot. The same also needs to happen with go to the rear and make sure the door. Yeah, you got a door here. So you need a door on the back, and you also there's a window on the side. and your basement has windows too. So those are all things to work on. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, looking good though. You're making great progress. Looking great.
Thank
Yep.
I'm trying to put the wall foundation bearing footing,
Yeah.
and it allowed me to do it once, and that was it.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't go on the first floor. It goes on the basement. So it doesn't go there.
Okay.
So just go ahead and Control Z to undo. Okay, and that floor, click on that floor. That's okay. Go back in there and click on that floor because it's poking down and yeah, don't. Okay, so Control Z, press your escape key to get out of the command. Press your escape key. Now click on that floor that's poking down. All right, click on it, and then go over to the left. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's do this. Press your escape key. Let's go to your basement because your basement walls are not in yet. Okay, so go to basement. Okay, now you can't see anything, so you have to go and turn on your underlay. So to turn on your underlay, let me show you what you do here. So you go over here to see the stuff that's above. You go here and you can actually put it on an underlay. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to say level 1, hit apply, and there it is there. Okay, so that's your underlay right there. Now, what we do here, turn this on for a second. Okay, good. Now, what we do here is what you're going to do now. I'll let go and all right. Stop viewing remote controlling. Okay, and I'll go back to here. Okay, now what you want to do is go to the architecture tab and go to your wall and go at wall architectural and change the type of wall to a generic 6.5. Okay, and then you would go out, want ahead and click the outside edge and go just work your way around. So click there and go all the way around. Yep, just click and you just click and click the corners of the outside of that structure.
Am I doing the garage as well?
No, there's no basement on the garage. Okay, now okay, yeah, all right, good. Now press your escape key. Take a look at it in 3D. The 3D view, which is the house. Okay, good. Now, okay, good. Now looks like what you get. Okay, click on the walls click on the walls that are there. Click on that. Let me jump in here for a second here. It's too hard to describe. Okay, so let me go here. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, looks like this got kind of flattened or something. So yeah, we don't need this here. And then we have this, pull it down. There we go. All right, then this is what you do. All right, to get this in place, this is what you do. You're going to go ahead. Now, what you want to do is go to structure and go over here to wall, which is right there. And go ahead and do that. And I'll go ahead and you should be able to do that now. So go ahead and click on wall. Can you do that or is
I'm trying to.
my control won't work? Okay, so let's go to view.
And then what do I still stay in 3D?
Keep in 3D and just go ahead and use the isolated wall foundation and click on the edge like I showed you.
Okay.
And I'll just watch what you're doing here.
Okay. Sorry.
So isolated wall foundation, it's blue. It's can you see it there? Yeah, yeah, you don't want isolated. I'm sorry, you want the wall foundation. I'm just reading off what was there. And now click on the front edge of the basement. Click on it. Good. Now rotate it, and you're going to do the other sides. Now somehow, okay, you can't see that because your section boxes keep me from seeing it. So what you have to do is you have to, yeah. So what you have to do is you have to just turn the section box off for sections. Okay, well, let's do this. Let me go here, and so what we're doing right here is let me do this for a second here. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Somehow it's not letting me do that. All right. Okay. And then we'll just go ahead and continue. You're here, and then you rotate around like this, and you do that. All right, that's how you do that. All right, so that's in place right now. If you take a look underneath it, you got that kind of look. So now you got to put in your basement floor. So to put in your basement floor, you just go to the basement level and do that, and keep on going. You're doing great.
Okay.
Yep.
And for the basement floors, I'm going all the way out to the inside or the outside?
Say that again.
For the basement floor? Am I going to the outside or the inside? Interior wall, forget it. I got it.
You got it. Okay, great. All right.
Good night, Chris.
Yeah, good night, you guys. Yep.
Have a good weekend. Thank
Hey,
you.
you too. Have a good night.
question.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do. So. Now. This one has this.
That's just a form. And so what you do is go to, level. Click floor. So to do that, it's gonna be, it's just a regular floor. So go to architecture. Floor. And, yep.
It doesn't.
This is the warehouse project, okay? Not sure how that happened. Go to generic topics, yeah, and then just go ahead and make the item set -1.
Okay. Oh, no, -1.
Some nice. So, yep.
And then I just click the edits.
Actually, put the inside of the wall. Well, actually, yeah, outside, I'm sorry. So Control Z. Go back that up. Touch that side. Touch that side here. That side. And then
Pancake elements.
that's okay. Just continue on. And then go ahead and make a line. Attach the line.
I'm gonna do this one too.
All right, do that. There. Check. All right, save and attach. Take a look at it. See what it looks like. Okay, pressure scheme.
Okay. How can I can do some switch. I have to pick a porch.
That's your porch, yeah. So
So let's see here. So I gotta go to level 1.
Yep, yeah.
And then, is this the stairs that
You gotta connect the stairs?
yes,
They're,
I have
they're,
them the shaft.
okay, do you have the stairs in?
Yes,
Okay, let's do this.
level 1, right?
Yeah, go to that now. Again, that's your seal. So you want to go to the seal.
I didn't.
It's the icon, looks like a seal.
Oh,
It's got, okay, so the graph seal of this.
and this
So-
is like a
and
site
this
plan.
doesn't have it, so it's just,
Okay.
okay, so now, let's go, now to do this, we need to go to section. So you're just going to do this is to go down and click on like and then click on the section marker, click on that section marker, right click it, and then go to unhide category. Go like that. Now, you want to double click and try. There's your stairs now. Click on the railing, one of the rails. Click on it, that's number 2. Now, then your stairs. Now, select ones. That's it. There. And then recheck. No, you got it. Just hit the recheck. We're done. Now, that's all you do. Now, we need to make your shaft. Yes, so go to the basement. And actually, no, no, sorry. Okay, now what you're gonna do is press your escape key to release that. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to go, go to shaft, and it's gonna be base constraint. Change the base constraint to change this to basement. It's going up to. That's right. Get rid of the negative. Good. And then go to your rectangle. And your rectangle. There. There. And hit the check mark. All right. And then, that's good. And then press your escape key. And that's in place right now. So now you're good to go. So you take a look at your view. If you suction box, you should be able to see that. So and So click on that, push it in, push it back. And then let it go there. And
Oh, I took this, the part with the stairs up, right? Did I do that too far? Sure. Should I do it differently? Should I do it this way?
Oh, okay, actually,
Right? Look at the stairs are right here.
yeah, there. Okay, yes. So click right up here. Push it up, try that. Just see, yeah. So you're gonna have a basement, and you push a little further to see the other ones. Okay.
Okay, and then, so it will be this way.
Push it. There you go. You got it. Good. And you got your shape. Let's see. Rotation shaft. Yeah, shafts in the floor. Good. Yeah, you're doing good. So that's looking great. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. And then the thing is, so keep on working on this, and and yeah, you're doing good. You're doing great. It's gonna be time to do this. So yeah, don't worry about it. Just shoot me an email and let me know what you
Just remind you.
All right. Yeah. 8 foot 0 and 5/8 inches. Yep. All right. Good, you guys.
You want us to wrap this, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, wrap it up. We got 2 minutes, and yeah. So let's keep on doing that, and there will be additional time, I think, because as we're going along here, everyone's at different places right now. So and also the people that are getting done early, they might not have all the detail, and so it's not the first time I've seen that. So we'll see how that is. And just wrap that up, and we're just about 8 o'clock, so we're gonna close up shop here, and we'll be back here next Thursday. And again, we're not in any huge hurry to get all this done. I just want to keep on, rolling it out in such a way so you guys are being productive, and you are. So that's great. Much better than any of my other classes. Just, having this twice a week really makes a difference. So that's great. I'm very pleased the experiment has gone well.